I just spent 127 hours testing every AI productivity tool that claims to save you time, and honestly, I was dead wrong about which ones actually matter. The tool that's been sitting in my bookmarks for months just saved me 18 hours last week alone, while the $30 per month app everyone's hyping barely moved the needle. If you want the full breakdown of what actually works versus what's just marketing fluff, hit subscribe because we're diving deep into the tools that genuinely changed my workflow. Let's start with something that blew my mind. Motion AI. I've tried Calendly, Acuity, you name it, but Motion literally reads your email context and suggests meeting times based on your energy levels and project deadlines. Last Tuesday, it automatically blocked my morning for deep work because it knew I had a presentation due, then scheduled 3 client calls back to back in the afternoon when my brain typically checks out anyway. The crazy part? It learned this from watching my work patterns for just 2 weeks. No manual input, no complicated rules. It just figured out that I'm useless after 3 p.m. and optimized around that reality. But here's where it gets interesting. Everyone's obsessing over ChatGPT for writing, and look, it's solid. But I discovered something called Claude Artifacts that's genuinely changing how I create content. Instead of just generating text, it builds interactive documents that evolve as you work. I started writing this script in Claude, and it didn't just help with the words. It created a live outline that reorganized itself as I added new points. When I mentioned the Motion AI section, it automatically suggested transition phrases and flagged where I might lose viewer attention. The result? What usually takes me 4 hours of writing and editing got done in 90 minutes, and honestly, the flow feels more natural than anything I've written manually in months. This next part genuinely surprised me. Pipefy AI has been hiding in plain sight, and I almost missed this completely. It's technically a workflow automation tool, but here's what's insane. It watches how you work and builds automations without you having to set anything up. I kept manually moving files from my Downloads folder to specific project folders based on client names. After watching me do this for a week, Pipefy just started doing it for me. It recognized the pattern, created the automation, and now it handles file organization across my entire system. Last month alone, it automated 47 different repetitive tasks I didn't even realize I was doing. We're talking email sorting, social media cross-posting, even updating my time tracking based on which applications I'm using. Smash! Like, if this is helpful, it genuinely helps the channel reach more people who need this stuff. Zapier's been around forever, but their new AI-powered workflow builder is actually revolutionary. Instead of setting up complex triggers and actions, you literally just describe what you want in plain English. I told it, when someone books a discovery call, send them my preparation guide, add them to my CRM, and create a research document with their company info. 20 minutes later, this entire sequence was running automatically. The time savings are real. I'm talking 12 hours per week that I used to spend on administrative tasks that now happen in the background while I focus on actual work. Wait until you see what happened next. Here's how these tools work together in my daily routine, and this is where the magic really happens. My morning starts with Motion AI showing me an optimized schedule. Claude helps me knock out any writing tasks during my peak hours. Pipefy handles all the boring file management and email sorting automatically. By lunch, I've accomplished what used to take me until 6 p.m., and the quality is actually higher because I'm not burning mental energy on repetitive decisions. The real test came last week when I had to prepare for 3 client presentations, write 2 video scripts, and handle a product launch, all in 4 days. Normally, this would mean working until midnight and stress-eating way too much pizza. Instead, I finished everything by 5 p.m. each day and actually took the weekend off. The AI tools didn't just save time, they gave me my life back. Now let's be honest about the downsides, because there are definitely some. These tools have a learning curve, and the first week can be frustrating while they figure out your patterns. Motion AI made some terrible scheduling suggestions initially, and Pipefy automated a few things I actually wanted to do manually. Also, we're looking at about $80 per month for this full stack, which isn't nothing. But when you calculate the time savings, I'm getting back roughly 20 hours per week. It's basically paying for itself by letting me take on higher value work. The AI productivity space is moving so fast that half of what I just showed you will probably look primitive in 6 months. I'm already testing some early access tools that are going to completely change how we think about work. Drop a comment and let me know which of these tools you're most excited to try. I read every single one and often turn your questions into full videos. Next week, I'm breaking down the AI tools that are specifically changing how content creators work, including one that might replace most video editing software. You definitely don't want to miss that.